What's good, YouTube? Gunner here, and welcome to the channel. So before we get started, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that way you know when I drop a new video. And then also make sure you guys join the Patreon for a very low price. Then also make sure you guys follow me on Discord, join the community. Also follow me on Twitter and also Twitch. That's where I do my live streams at. Alright, so today in today's deck profile, this is a very special deck to me. I really enjoy and love playing this deck. A lot of people get tilted when we drop this deck on them. So let's get right into it here. Alright, so today we're going to be going into Gravekeepers. So with Gravekeepers, we're going to be playing Destiny Draw. So basically, what Destiny Draw does is, when you lose 2,000 life points, you are able to go into the deck and grab any card off of your draw phase. And yeah, it's super powerful. And if you don't have it, make sure you use a skill ticket on it, or just grind Yamayugi out and get the skill. Alright, so let's get right into it. Alright, so I play one copy of Gravekeeper Spy. So very good card. What this card does is, on flip, you special summon a Gravekeeper monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck. So essentially that's pretty much every Gravekeeper that you have in your deck that you can search, and it's put directly onto the field. So very good. Alright, then I play one copy of Priestess. So what Priestess does is, while there's no face-up field spell card, the field is treated as Necro Valley. So it's a very good way. If you don't have Necro Valley in the field, you can bring her out and then have another card that you can go into, so that we can go into your boss monster and Supernaturalist. So this is definitely a very good card. It's a walking Necro Valley, in which we really value that in this deck. Then I got one copy of Gravekeeper's Descendant. So what this card does is, you can tribute one other face-up Gravekeeper monster to target one card your opponent controls and destroy it. So there's definitely different ways that you can continuously bring back monsters to use this effect and pop. Okay, it's not a once per turn effect, so you can use it multiple times in one turn if you have multiple Gravekeepers. Really powerful card. I definitely really like it. Then I got one copy of Gravekeeper's Guard. So Gravekeeper's Guard is, on flip, you target a monster your opponent controls, return that target to the hand. Very good card. Your opponent swings in, it gets flipped. You can bounce back extra deck cards back to the extra deck, or even other cards back to the hand. So very powerful card. Then I got two copies of Gravekeeper's Headman. A very good card, because it can bring back your monsters from the graveyard to the field. So what it does is, it says it's card summoned. You can target one level 4 Gravekeeper monster in your graveyard, special summon that target in attack position or face down defense position. So again, it can only target level 4s. So that's that he can target Guard, he can target Descendant, and he can target Spy as of right now. And then also other level 4 Gravekeeper cards that we're going to go over in the profile. Then we run one copy of Gravekeeper's Spiritualist. This is the bread and butter of the deck. This card is so good. Now, it says, during your main phase, if Necro Valley is on the field, you can fusion summon one spellcaster type fusion monster from your extra deck using this card you control, and other monsters from either your hand or the field as fusion material. So when we go back to Gravekeeper's Priestess, if you don't have a Necro Valley on the field, and you have Priestess and Spiritualist on the field at the same time, you can go into your fusion monster, because the field is considered to have Necro Valley on the field. That's why we play her. It's so powerful and so good. Alright, now we're going to go on to the spells and traps. It's a very small Gravekeeper lineup, but it's a really consistent deck. Alright, so we're going to go into 3 copies of Mystical Space Typhoon. I know that might be a little expensive for people, I get it. But if you have it, use it. It's a perfect way to get rid of spell and trap cards that your opponent has. A very, very good way to destroy it, okay? Then we got 3 copies of Book of Moon. Listen, I get it. It's an expensive card. If you don't have it, there are other options, okay? But this is just the most optimal build that I, through tests and tribulations and playing the deck so many times, you need power cards in this deck to make it be good, realistically. But yeah, if you don't have it, it's okay. But if you have it, throw it in this deck. It's a really, really good card. Alright, then we're running 2 copies of Necro Valley Throne. Really, really good card. So what it does is you can do one of 2 effects. You can either add 1 Gravekeeper monster from your deck to the hand, or immediately after this effect resolves, you can normal summon a Gravekeeper monster, and then you can only activate 1 Necro Valley Throne per turn. Now, a lot of the time we're going to search. Majority of the time we're searching, okay? So you want to search for the extra pieces, okay? If you opened up with a Gravekeeper Priestess, and on your following turn, in a way, if you were able to keep it alive, you would search for your spiritualist. Then you go into your extra deck off of that. Very, very good, okay? Now, we're going to be running 2 copies of Necro Valley. Some people like to run 3, some people run 1, because it's searchable through Necro Valley Throne. I like it at 2. I like opening with it. I like searching it regardless. Okay, there are ways you can search the card, and other ways, hopefully, that you can just draw the card outright. Okay, very, very good card. Now, 1 copy of Hidden Temples of Necro Valley. Very, very powerful card if you're able to get the card off. It is oppressive. It's beautiful, okay? Activate only if a Gravekeeper monsters on the field and Necro Valley are on the field, okay? Neither player can special summon monsters except Gravekeeper monsters. If either a Gravekeeper monster or Necro Valley is not on the field, destroy this card. It's easily to out. People can out it, okay? But it is incredibly oppressive, okay? Your opponent cannot special summon monsters. Incredible, okay? A lot of people just scoop when this thing is dropped. It's a beautiful card, and it's searchable. Very, very good. Now, on to the trap cards. We got 1 copy of Rite of Spirit. You can run more if you want. I just ran 1, okay? Because there's multiple ways to get cards from the graveyard back to the field. So I really only ran 1. You target 1 Gravekeeper monster in the graveyard, special summon that target. This card's activation and effect are unaffected by Necro Valley. This is our last card, the blowout card, the card everybody hates, the card that everybody wants banned. It is what it is. We're using it, okay? It pops monsters, okay? That's pretty much what it does. Pops 2 monsters on the field. Alright, it's a blowout card. It wins games. It's amazing. I love it. You should love it. Put it into the deck. Make the deck even better, okay? This is a straight up rogue deck, okay? We need power cards. That's why there's so many power cards in here. We need it. Alright, let's get on to the extra deck. 3 copies of Spiritualist. This is our boss monster. Beautiful, great, strong card. What this card does is it gains attack and defense equal to the combined original levels of the materials used for its fusion summon times 100. While Necro Valley is on the field, this card and any card in your field zone cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also, during your main phase, you can activate this effect. During the end phase of this turn, add 1 Gravekeeper's monster or Necro Valley card from your deck to your hand. And then you can only use the effect of Supernaturalist once per turn. So this card is beautiful because it can search out your hidden temples of Necro Valley. It can search out your Necro Valley. It can search out Necro Valley Throne. It can search out all your monsters. It's an amazing card. Okay, grab whatever you want with this card. It is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. Alright, now on to the Exceeds monster. 1 copy of Malevolent Sin. Very, very good card. Easy to bring out. Banish their monster. Attack. Then I run one copy of Diamond Direwolf. Very good way to out cards your opponent has, right? Once per turn, detach and exceed material from this card. Then target a beast warrior type you control, and then one other card your opponent controls that's on the field. Destroy both of them. So essentially, destroy itself, destroy any card your opponent controls. Very good. All right, then one copy of Alucard. Pretty much, you bring this out, you activate the effect, and then destroy a piece of the back row. Very, very good card. And then lastly, we run one copy of Photon Butterfly. So pretty much what it does, you detach a material, then you target one defense position monster on the field, changes to face up attack position, and if you do, it loses 600. So it's a nice way to attack for game if you have a game on board. So very, very good. All right, thank you guys so much for watching the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is just my build. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys have any other tech options that you think would be good for the deck. And then also make sure you guys check me out on Twitch. That's where I do my live streams. Follow me on Twitter so you get live updates. Join the Patreon for a short amount of money. And then also make sure you guys join the Discord community. And also sub to the YouTube. Again, we are on the road to 100 subs on YouTube. Every sub counts and matters, and every view does also. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate every single one of you guys for taking the time out and watching the deck profile. Thank you so much. Have a great, beautiful, amazing day. Let's get it.